Hello guys, we're back with another video. So today we're going to be looking at the AL3 Alephium miner from Iceriver. So this just released, I believe, 2 or maybe a day ago, and we're going to go through some profitability. I'll give my thoughts on whether you should buy it or not, and look at the overall Alephium hash rate to see how this kind of knocks up against the AL1 from Bitmain. And then I believe Dragon Ball actually released one, so the entity released an ASIC miner as well, so we'll look a little bit into that. Currently, right now, you can't actually find this on the Iceriver website as I'm looking right now. They only have the AL0 there, but you can find this on Crypto Miner Bros and I believe Terra hashes, so hosted Terra, going for around 12,750, or on Crypto Miner Bros going for around $12,900. Currently, right now, it's at 15 terahash, so when we're kind of putting them up against each other, you can see right here you have the AL1 is doing around 15.6 terahash at 3,510 watts, and then the AL3 is doing 15 terahash at 3,500 watts. The main thing about Bitmain and Iceriver is they're very close in comparison to the hashing power to watts. Like, we haven't seen an ASIC company really rival the efficiency of Bitmain yet, or at least the hashing power of Bitmain. Iceriver are kind of right there with them. They did have the M60 from Watts Miner, I think it was, that was kind of rivaling the S21, but that wasn't really a thing that a lot of people were buying. That was for Bitcoin mining, but this is for Alephium mining. It kind of seems like Iceriver are definitely in direct competition, even more than the other ASIC companies that are out there, like you have your Gold Shell, or even your iPolo, or even Dragon Ball, as we can see here. So this was the new miner that Dragon Ball came out with. Kind of, I guess, going for the same idea as the AL0. So it's called the A40, and this is only 3.3 terahash at 1,600 watts. So if you scale this up, it only equals around, I don't know, 7 to 8 terahash to around 3,500 watts. So about half the efficiency of what we're seeing with the AL1 and the AL3. One other quick thing that I want to mention as well, because we're going to be talking about the hash rate hitting the network, is that these will come online between September 30th to around October 15th. So that's kind of our time frame to see this coming on the network. And we're going to do a little bit of calculations to see, how many are going to be sold and what that looks like on the network. But if we go back here, the main thing that I do want to point out is the price of these. So they're about exactly the same as the AL1. However, the AL3 is only selling for 12,199, or kind of around that price. So you have 12,900, 12,750. Obviously, there's added prices. But the main thing is that it's around half, or at least more than half, the price that you would pay for the AL1. So your ROI times are going to be way quicker on the network, just because this one right now currently is 11 months, and this one is 4.6 months. So with Iceriver, as I said, competing with Bitmain, you kind of have this rivalry, and I believe Iceriver have just basically gone for, we're going to sell the cheapest product for the most amount of hash rate and kind of match Bitmain. Obviously, all of these will sell out. I'll give my opinion at the end of the video if you should buy one, but currently it's looking like a way better buy, and if you did buy one of these, the ROI times are going to be substantially higher in the future. So already with Alephium, we've seen a massive hash rate increase. So even in the last month, I would say around 4 petahash is what we were at the start. And then it's all the way up to around 11 to 12 petahash overall. So even a doubling or tripling in the hash rate already. And this is obviously just going to continue to keep climbing. So the main thing that we got to look at is the hash rate conversion. So we have 15 terahash from one of these AL3s. And that converts into 0.015 petahash. So we can take a little bit of estimation here. Either Iceriver are going to sell around 500, which would give us 7.5 petahash joining the network. I don't know how many units. This is one of the main questions that I could never really answer, is how many units are being produced and how much are actually going on sale. Because if it is 500, that's 7.5 petahash. But if it's 1,000, if we just type that in there, it's going to give us 15 petahash, so that's going to be more than what's on the network right now. So if they do produce 500, that will basically add a further 7.5, and that will bring it all the way up to 18 petahash, or maybe even 19 petahash. What I'm going to say probably is that they're going to produce around 500 and maybe more obviously going to be coming on the network. I'm predicting that within all of these coming onto the network, the Alephium hash rate is probably going to be at around 20 petahash when it's all said and done and all of these are sold and on the network. Same goes for the AL1s and the other Alephium miners that are coming on the network. Obviously you've got those Dragon Ball ones, those might be coming on as well. So it's going to further increase that hash rate. What we do want to look at though is the ROI times because of that. So if the network hash rate doubles, that means that the ROI times, or at least the rewards, are going to be halved. So the ROI times in theory are also going to double in that regard. So if you bought an AL1 now and it says 11 months, by the time all the hash rate hits the network, it'll be around 2 years to ROI on one of these. Obviously, they are on the network already, or at least some of them I believe are coming on the network. There's other ones that are on the network, like the AL0. If we go down here, let's try find the AL0. So the payback time already is 10 months, and I believe that it was maybe even 3 months, and that was only like a month ago. The ROI time was 3 months, so people got these, and I don't know if anyone at least has ROI'd on them yet. But this is at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. So the main thing, as I said, so that's going to double and it's going to be 2 years. And then the AL3 is going to double as well. So it's going to be around 9 months for this to actually ROI. Now, is that a good ROI time? Well, in my opinion, kind of. Anything under a year is pretty good. And you can kind of justify it with the price that you're paying right now, 12,000. Obviously, it depends on the price of Alephium as well. And I think with the crypto market just upticking a little bit in the past week, up to 60,000 on Bitcoin, that's raising all the prices of other coins. Hopefully that can continue for the next couple of months, a steady rise, and then keeps going up. And hopefully Alephium prices go up with that, as the whole market does. And that can in turn obviously make all of these more profitable and the ROI times quicker. So the AL1 probably wasn't the best idea to buy. And we kind of said that in previous videos. The AL3, my opinion, would probably be that it'd be a good buy. You just have to bet on the price of Alephium actually going up. And if you are going to be mining with it, I know it's a lot to pay out of pocket for this power, but in the long run, it'd probably be worth it if Alephium even hits up to $3 again or $4 again. Then paying out of pocket would definitely be way more profitable, and you could kind of ROI way quicker if Alephium price goes up. So Alephium's price in the last 3 months, let's just go for a year because I know that we hit this all-time high here. So $3.81. It's starting to look like it's peaked up, gone down, peaked up, but that might be because there's ASICs coming on the network, hash rate and price being conducive. But even in the last 7 days, it's gone from around $1.50 all the way up to $1.85. As I said, the whole market is kind of up right now. So I don't think this is a strictly Alephium going up kind of situation. It's more of the whole market and then Alephium is following. But that's good for all of us miners that want to mine coins like even Alephium Casper coin. Radiant is probably going to keep going up, but I still think it's manipulated a little bit on the price side. And we are going to have way more hash rate hitting the network. Overall, probably a good buy. As I said, pay out of pocket for the power. If Alephium price doubles, which we've kind of seen before, that will bring the ROI times back to what we're seeing here, so 4.6 months. And that means that in the time from getting it in September to October, and then if crypto keeps rising, then by December, January, it would have all been paid off. So let me know your thoughts in the comments if you're going to be getting one of these, and what you think of this Dragon Ball Miner A40. Make sure you like the video and subscribe for more content like this.